Whoop, 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 whoop. Are we live? I do believe we are in fact live. Okay. Hey, how's my audio sound? I did a shitload of work over the weekend, both on this project, but also um, I tried to improve the stream quality. So what I got going on now is on the opposite side of my tablet, I have my RE20 plugged in, and I'm using a boom arm to get it up to my mouth. So I'm hoping that maybe the streams will sound like 2% less god awful going forward. Because the thing is, my old microphone was on my desk and it was kind of far away from my mouth, so I wanted to try and get the mic as close as possible, so I used a boom arm. I mean, the room still sounds like shit, but I'm finding I don't have to molest it as much with EQ as I had to do previously with my old setup. There's only like 2 major cuts that I did. I don't know if it's just that the RE20 just handles resonances better than the SM58 does, or if it's because it's in a different spot now, or what, but I'm hoping that these streams will sound a little bit better now, because I've always been very self-conscious about the sound quality, because it sounds like shit. And I got to ease up on compression a bit, too, so maybe it won't sound so smashed. I don't know. But, yeah, that's what I got going on. So, as far as this project goes, as you can see here, I got all my clips properly trimmed. All the timing should be good on these. I mean, I could tweak it a little bit if I'm not totally happy with it, but I even named the clips like Hero 4, 5, 6, whatever. But, you know, the editing is pretty much done. Like I said, if I kind of want to tweak a few things here and there, I still can. But today we're going to be mostly moving into the mixing stage, mixing/mastering. And for that, I don't really use Audacity, I use FL Studio. So, we're going to try working in FL Studio today and see how that goes. But first, I need to export it from Audacity. And I think I'm going to get rid of the scrap track just because we don't really need that anymore. Let's make sure this is reset back to 0. Everything's good. Everything looks good. Yeah, maybe I'll save it like so. A little bit. All right. So we're going to save this, and then we're going to export it as a wave. And we're going to go to this PC. Going to go to my flash drive. Yeah, I've been watching Reno 911 on DVD, so sue me. And then we're going to go to, oh, there it is, audio projects. And I believe I save my stuff in tracks. Well, the Audacity exports anyway, I believe I save under tracks. So, I believe, I'm trying to remember, I think I typically do. I know I have this set as 32-bit float. I believe I use this setting, but I might also use this. I don't remember. I don't think it really matters that much. I'm not quite sure what the difference is between 32-bit float and signed 32-bit PCM. is I might just do 32-bit float and try that. Oop. The daisy. We don't need metadata today, so we're just gonna hit OK. Okay. And then I created a new blank project file here for FL Studio so I can get started. Might have to make some volume adjustments in OBS, but we'll see how that goes. But I might have to do that. But I hope my mic isn't too hot. Is it a little bit hot? It might be a little bit. Well, we'll find out when I play this back. But all right. So, but we can save and then close this. Don't need it anymore. Okay, now we're going in audio projects. Where the fuck did I just save it? I went, okay, tracks. Let me look at the... No. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. So, I'm going to open up the playlist here. I'll drag and drop her in, like so. We're going to assign it. We're going to assign it a mixer channel. We'll do number 1. Also, let's start deleting shit we don't need. Yeah. From the channel rack. Usually there's like some beats over here. I'm not quite sure why I'm not seeing them, but I believe they were there when the project started. I don't know. I mean, I see all, but oh, whatever. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Yeah, we're gonna switch it from pattern to song. Pull up the mixer. This is where the magic happens. So, I'm going to play it for a bit to try and figure out like what volume level I want to listen to it at, and then I'm gonna boost it in. Oh, hold on. Shit. Let me check OBS. Okay, yeah, okay. Turn the gain off. Well, or I could set it to 0. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to listen to it and kind of adjust it at what volume I want to listen to it at, and then I'll try and boost it in OBS so you can hear it better. We're going to talk about. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and turn monitoring off so I can hear a little bit better. We're going to talk about having. All right. Okay. This time we're going to talk about having superpowers as a sub-5 male. You know, you always hear all the normies saying, "Oh, bro, I wish I had superpowers, bro." But what they just don't understand is that, yeah, I may have superpowers, but that still doesn't change the fact that it's over. Let me tell you something. Having superpowers means dick when your face looks like a genetic Hiroshima. In school, I used to get bullied all the time for my looks, and I couldn't even use my power. Okay, I turned it down 15 decibels. I'm going to pull up OBS here, and we're going to boost it by 15. All right. Alright, how we looking?
Okay, this time we're gonna talk about having superpowers as a sub-5 male. You know, you always hear all the normies.
Okay, I think that worked. Yeah. So I turned it down 15 decibels on my end so I can hear it. And then we're boosting in OBS. Shit, that's the wrong. Okay. Alright, so should be good. You should be able to hear it better on your end. All I have to do is just reset this fader like that before I export it. But okay, what we're gonna do is I don't need a gate because I already removed all the background noise from it. So I think the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put an equalizer on it. Pro Q4, there we go. Yeah, and it keeps wanting to put it on my other monitor. Okay, so this should be super simple because I already have a preset here for, yeah, me RE20. There we go. So I should be able to just kind of set it and forget it because I made that preset for previous things I've already made. Basically, this is the preset I use for anytime I'm in the closet recording with the RE20. This is what I use. So it should make it sound a little bit better. Grab a few annoying frequencies and turn it down a bit.
Okay, this time we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, okay. And then let's add a compressor. Where's LA2A? LA2A mono. There we go. Now it's going to be on the other fucking monitor. Yeah, okay. Okay, so doesn't it? Yeah, it adds gain by default. Let's turn that off for now. And then let's see. Usually, typically, what I do when I set my compressor here is I kind of look for the quietest portion of the clip, and I set my threshold to about wherever that is. Oh no, I won't be able to hear anything because I fucked with the gain.
What they just
Yep.
don't understand is that, yeah.
Well, I didn't know that it could actually. Well, then again, it is emulating an analog compressor. I don't know. Well, whatever. Anyway.
What they just don't understand is that, yeah, I may have superpowers, but that still doesn't change the fact, you know, there's always somebody out there.
Yeah, I think around here it's pretty quiet. So I'm going to turn up the peak reduction until I see this little VU meter moving.
There's always somebody out there who mugs you, no matter how powerful you think you are. And the villains are even more. There's always somebody out there who mugs you, no matter how powerful you think you are. And the villains are even more cooked than I am. Holy shit.
It's making an even 65.
There's always somebody out there who mugs you, no matter how powerful you think you are. And the villains are even more cooked than I am. Holy shit. You have all these beta-buck spalding manlets always trying to take over the world. But what they don't understand is, it doesn't really matter how much money and power they think.
Yeah. So with the compressor on it, well, if this is set to 60, yeah, I don't know about this. Let me just turn it up.
No matter how powerful you think you are. And the villains are even more cooked than I am. Holy shit. You have all these beta-buck spalding manlets always trying to take over the world. But what they don't understand is what everyone says I'm here for. You know, everybody tells me it's my destiny, but it's only because they don't know the real reason that I'm here. If you don't know, the planet I was born on is full of super Chads and super Stacys.
Now it should be pretty loud on the OBS end. I just don't want to cause any issues.
I don't think I learned a single thing there.
Let me turn this down a little bit.
Anyway, I got sick of everybody treating me like I was subhuman.
I'm kind of paranoid now. But what I kind of like to do in these situations is I like to export. Like, once I've thrown the compressor on it, I like doing an export. I'll just put it on my desktop and call it fucking Dell loudness. I don't know. We'll just call it Dell loudness. And yeah, 32-bit flow. Okay. What I do, I'll show you why I'm doing this. I like to make a quick export like that because I can pull up Audacity. Where the fuck is the file I just made? Should be able to see it. It's in here somewhere. Fuck. Oh, I see it. Hold on. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to take that export and drop it in here. Then go to volume and compression, normalize. In this case, we'll set it to 0. And I like to look for wherever the peak is after I've applied the compression, because I like to gain stage. So I look for the peak. I might still need to tweak the compressor settings though, so I don't know. We'll see. But at least for now, just get kind of an idea. So it seems like I'm doing this to find the loudest portion, and it seems like this is it. Let me turn this down a bit because I don't want to.
Let me kiss your ass some more. You know.
Okay, so it's the second.
Oh, let me kiss your ass some more.
Okay, so it's the second kissy sound effect. Is where it should be the peak. I'm gonna write that down. Okay. Call this delete for Blackpill. I'm gonna write down. I usually write down like the loudest and quietest portions of the clip. For the loudest, I'm gonna write down second kissing. Second kissing sound. That seems to be where the loudest portion is. We're gonna pull FL back up. And we're gonna look for that. Should be in here. And let me grab. I think it's under visual. We're gonna do Rudy dB meter. Once again, it's on the other screen. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna play with this gain knob here until it's peaking at like -12. I don't like having things running in the mixer like too fucking hot. And now that I know from fucking around in Audacity where the loudest portion of the clip is post compression, I'm going to adjust the gain knob until it's hitting about -12 at that point. So just to be sure that like nothing's coming in, too fucking hot. So hopefully, well, I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit.
Let me kiss your ass some more. Let me kiss your ass some more.
Pretty close.
Oh, thank you, Super Chad. Oh, let me kiss your ass some more. There's all.
Okay, I got it pretty close. I'm gonna fine tune that fucker until it's hitting right here.
Chad. Oh, let me kiss your ass some more. There's always.
Pretty close. But I'm gonna be autistic about it.
Oh, thank you, Super Chad. Oh, let me kiss your ass some more. There's always somebody else.
Okay, I think that's good. Yep, it's peaking at -12. So, if that's the loudest portion, and I know that's the loudest portion of the clip, everything else should be below -12. So I shouldn't have to worry about clipping or anything fucking weird happening. There's like a little light right here that'll turn on if you're clipping, but I don't pay attention to that. But there is a little warning in the compressor that you're clipping. Yeah, so the way I work is all the mixer channels I leave at a fairly low volume. However, when it comes to the master, I do put in a fruity limiter, and let me do that right now. Dynamics. There we go. Okay. God damn it. Your ass over here. Okay. First of all, let's set the ceiling at -1. There. Yeah, -1. We'll leave the gain alone for now, but when I go to export it, I will want to, fiddle with that a bit. But I want to make sure my ceiling is -1, because I always leave 1 decibel of headroom, just in case. 1 decibel. Never go above that, typically. And this is at 0. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so it is on the master. I got it on the right one. Okay. So, I'm going to, I think, listen to this. And let me turn the compressor on. And I'm just going to make sure there's no portions where it's dropping off too badly. Because I might, depending on how quiet some of the portions are, I might need to turn that peak reduction up. But I'm not entirely sure. But we're going to listen to it, and this is still at -15. Yeah. Okay. And let me make sure OBS is still... Damn it, did the wrong thing. Okay, and OBS is boosting it by 15, so let's just listen to it, and then I'm going to watch the compressor and just make sure there aren't... Well, and I can hear it too if it's dropping off, but if I need to, I might turn that peak reduction up.
Okay, this time we're going to talk about having superpowers as a sub-5 male. You know, you always hear all the normies saying, "Oh, bro, I wish I had superpowers, bro." But what they just don't understand.
God, that is so much fucking better with the compression. Oh, that is so much fucking easier to listen to.
Is that, yeah, I may have superpowers, but that still doesn't change the fact that it's over. Let me tell you something. Having superpowers means dick when your face looks like a genetic Hiroshima. In school, I used to get bullied all the time for my looks, and I couldn't even use my powers to fight back because it would kill them. Now,
You know what? I better save before something horrible happens.
if I save 5 out of 7 people from a burning building, everyone only focuses on the 2. But if Super Chad saves 2 out of 7, he gets praised like there's no tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Super Chad. Oh, let me kiss your ass some more. You know, there's always somebody out there who mugs you, no matter how powerful you think you are. And the villains are even more cooked than I am. Holy shit. You have all these beta-buck spalding manlets always trying to take over the world. But what they don't understand is, it doesn't really matter how much money and power they think they have. No female is ever gonna fuck them with a 10-foot pole. It's over, man. Truly over. In fact, it never even began. And I have to beat these people up or else the normies will kill me. That's what everyone says I'm here for. You know, everybody tells me it's my destiny, but it's only because they don't know the real reason that I'm here. If you don't know, the planet I was born on is full of Super Chads and Super Stacys. When I was born, my parents took one look at me and said, "It's over." They just couldn't cope, so they made arrangements with the doctor to have me shot into space. I know that sounds bad, but things were actually going pretty great until I crashed into Earth. I got out of the wreckage, stood up, and of course, everybody saw my penis. A couple of boomers driving by in an RV saw how ugly I was, picked my ass up, and enslaved me to work on their farm with all the other ugly kids without parents. Brutal. My adopted boomer father tried to teach me the value of hard work. "Oh, you gotta work hard, bud! You'll never get anywhere without hard work!" I said, "If working hard is so virtuous, why aren't you doing it?" Then he got all mad. I don't think I learned a single thing there. Anyway, I got sick of everybody treating me like I was subhuman, so I created a new secret identity to blend in with Chad. Basically, I just use a wig to cover up the Norwood graveyard on top of my head, and now everybody thinks I'm a completely different person. It's actually crazy, guys. I started coping my balls off on a self-improvement journey and left town for about 5 years. I come back and what's the first thing I see, guys? My fucking one-itis. The only thing she ever said to me was, different person. It's actually crazy, guys. I started coping my balls off on a self-improvement journey and left town for about 5 years.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it drop off a little bit. I mean, it's still pretty good, but... Go 66, peak reduction.
My balls off on a self-improvement journey and left town for about 5 years. I come back...
Try 67. I mean, you know, if it drops off a little bit, it's not that big of a deal, but, you know.
My balls off on a self-improvement journey and left town for about 5 years. I come back and what's the first thing I see? My balls off on a self-improvement journey and left town for about 5 years. I come back and what's the first thing I see, guys? My fucking one-itis. The only thing she ever said to me was, "Ew, you're bald," and then went back to staring down at her phone. But here's the even more brutal part. Since I returned to town as my secret identity, now she talks to me all the time. But we can't be together, or else she'll discover my true identity. Anyway, she's all pissed off now because
Let me see that again.
But here's the even more brutal part. Since I returned to town as my secret identity, now she talks to me all the time. But we can't be together, or else she'll discover my true identity. Anyway, she's all pissed off now because I quit crime fighting. She said,
"He was ugly, but at least he was useful."
and I was like, what the fuck? I swear, everybody feels so entitled to my powers, you know? I remember this one time growing up, I had to save some 5'1" oofy doofy from jumping off a bridge. Everybody started chanting, "Save him! Save him!" And I was like, what's the point? If I save him, his life wouldn't improve. My boomer mom started screaming.
Yeah, I might have to go a little bit. 68.
But here's the even more brutal part. Since
"Oh, you need..."
off a bridge,
Yeah.
everybody started chanting, "Save him! Save him!" And I was like, what's the point? If I save him, his life wouldn't improve. My boomer mom started screaming,
"No! You need to save him now! Save him now!"
and I was like, okay. After I saved him, he started getting some attention from some females in the crowd and immediately started Chester Max.
See, the thing is, it's going to distort more when you get to the louder portions, so... I might not want to crank that.
But at least he was useful.
And I was like, what the fuck? I swear, everybody feels so entitled to my powers, you know? I remember this one time growing up, I had to save some 5'1" oofy doofy from jumping off a bridge. Everybody started chanting, "Save him! Save him!" And I was like, what's the point? If I save him, his life wouldn't improve. My boomer mom started screaming,
"No! You need to save him now! Save him now!"
and I was like, okay. After I saved him, he started getting some attention from some females in the crowd and immediately started Chester Maxing. I just started cringing my balls off like, okay. After I saved him, he started getting some attention from some females in the crowd and immediately started Chester Maxing. I just started cringing my balls off like, oh my god. That's how you know it's over, guys. I mean, the guy had to be pushing 40 and still worked in fast food. And I can already hear the normies in the comment section saying, "Bro, he's just following his dreams, bro." Yeah? I think I can safely tell you that nobody's dream is to work in fucking fast food when they're 40. I know some guys use work as a cope. I tried that shit, but the thing is, everywhere wanted a minimum of 30 years experience for entry-level positions. I told them that I have superpowers, but they don't give a shit. I do know that I could get hired in an instant as Chad, but then I can't use my powers, so fuck that. I really did not want to go back to crime fighting, guys. I really didn't. I even asked my boomer parents if I could go back to working on the farm, but they told me that they sold it to China. So I got defeated and had to go back to fighting subhumans. I thought my return to superhero form would at least make my one-itis happy, but all I managed to get out of her was,
"Took you long enough."
but now I don't know what to do because she keeps asking me for the number of my alter ego. I was scared this whole thing might turn into a bad episode of a sitcom, so I wanted to make her lose interest. I showed up as Chad to tell her that I have a criminal record. You're never gonna fucking believe this, guys. That ended up being a huge mistake because it just turned her on even more. I panicked and told her it was for killing my girlfriend, and then she handed me a knife. I was like, whoa. Oh my god, it's never been more over for the average guy, I swear to God. Dude. Oh man. She doesn't know this, but I can actually see into her apartment right now with my X-ray vision, and she's furiously masturbating while listening to a true crime podcast. I guess I'll have to try serial killer maxing and tell you if it works out. Or maybe I could try actually killing a villain for once instead of just sending them to jail. Maybe I just don't know how to talk to women. But I lost the wig, so now I'm fucked. Either way, I don't really care. It just sucks. But yeah, that's all I have for now.
Okay. So,
Okay, this time we're gonna talk about having superpowers as a sub.
I think I'm happy with where it is, but here's the thing. I'm going to listen to it while I'm at work, slaving away in the wagey mines. I'm going to put it on my phone. I'm going to do an export of this, and I'm going to put it on my phone and listen to it and see how well that compression holds up. But the thing is, I'm kind of scared of like cranking the peak reduction too much because of the really, really fucking loud portions. Because the more I crank that peak reduction, the more it's going to distort when you get to the really loud parts.
Praise like there's no tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Super Chad. Oh, let me kiss your ass some more. You know, there's always somebody.
I do need to turn this up a little bit, because now I see it's below the 12.
Praise like there's no tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Super Chad. Oh, let me kiss your ass some more. You know, there's always somebody out there who prays like there's no tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Super Chad. Oh, let me kiss your ass some more. You know, there's always somebody out there who prays like there's no tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Super Chad. Oh, let me kiss your ass some more. You know, there's always somebody out there who
It looks pretty good to me. Let's see. I might try A/B testing the equalizer, but I thought it sounded pretty good. I mean, let me try it. Let me just see what it sounds like with and then without.
took one look at me and said, "It's over." They just couldn't cope, so they made arrangements with the doctor to have me shot into space.
Yeah, that's better.
I know that sounds bad, but things were actually going pretty great until I crashed into Earth. I got out of the wreckage, stood up, and of course, everybody saw my penis. A couple of...
That everybody saw my penis needs to be back a bit more. Actually. I might fix that real quick, since I do have some time. Yeah, we're only like 37 minutes into it. I got plenty of time to do a little shit like that. But yeah, I do think that needs... Or I mean, the time needs to be pulled out a little bit. Here, let me open it up. Now, the great thing is... since all these effects are running in real time, all I have to do is just, make my adjustments in Audacity real quick, re-export the file, and then open FL back up, and it should automatically have the updated file in here. So, we're going to save our progress. Not that I really did a ton, but we're going to close it out, and we're going to bring in Audacity real quick. Make a quick little adjustment.
Oh, how ugly.
I think I did like -15 or something in FL. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, for the sake of you guys listening, I'm gonna match it here in Audacity. But where are we at here?
Everybody tells me it's my death
Yeah. No, I think that equalizer did help a bit.
farm with all...
It's not that the original recording is that bad, but there are just a few kind of annoying room sounds that it helped to reduce.
Cover up the Norwood graveyard on
And I
top
can
of
hear
my
it.
head. And now
we're
actually going pretty great until I crashed into Earth. I got out of the wreckage, stood up, and of course, everybody saw...
Yeah, let's pull that out a little bit. Like so.
Stood up.
A little helpful shortcut when you're doing adjustments like that is if you hold down Shift and K, it'll automatically select everything to the right. So, because before what I would have to do was I would like start highlighting, and then I'd have to like zoom all the fucking way out and like have to try and extend it that way and then zoom back in. But a handy little keyboard shortcut is if you want to select everything to the right, you could just go Shift and then K. And then I think it's like Shift and J for the left, right? Yeah, there we go. So.
Up. And of course, everybody saw my penis. A couple of boomers driving pretty great until I crashed into Earth. Doctor to have me shot into space. I know that sounds bad, but things were actually going pretty great until I crashed into Earth. I got out of the wreckage, stood up, and of course, everybody saw my penis. A couple of boomers, doctor to have me shot into space, crashed into Earth. I got out of the wreckage, stood up, and of course, everybody saw my penis. A couple of boomers driving, and of course, everybody saw my penis. And of course, everybody saw my penis. Of course, everybody stood up. And of course, everybody saw my penis. A couple of boomers drive.
Okay. So. I'm going to say that's okay. But I will listen to it while I'm at work today ad nauseum. And, you know, if there's any problems, I can correct them. Export it again as a wave. I do have FL closed just in case. Okay, Blackpill, Superhero Confessions, 32-bit float. Yep. We're gonna overwrite that, and then okay. There is 1342. Okay, so 142. Yeah, so it was updated. Let me fire up FL real quick here. And then I think we're gonna work on loudness. I believe that's what we're gonna do next. Yeah, that's what I should do. We'll work on loudness. I mean, I could check to make sure that it updated, but I'm sure it did.
Cover up the Norwood graveyard on top of my head. Because why aren't you doing it? Then he got all mad. And enslaved me to work on their farm, my penis. Of course, everybody saw my penis. A couple of boomers. Pretty great until I crashed into Earth. I got out of the wreckage, stood up, and of course, everybody saw my penis. A couple of boomers.
Yeah, okay. So, this is going to be interesting to do while streaming. Actually, no. Because you know what I do is I don't even turn the master up. I do right before I export it, but I don't listen to it. So, we got the limiter here. We got our ceiling set to -1 decibels. Kind of a weird quirk of FL Studio is sometimes you have to look in the upper left-hand corner to get information. So like if I highlight this, you'll see it'll say -1.0 in the upper left-hand corner. Okay. Let me fire up. Let me fire up Yolene loudness. Yeah, we're gonna use that. Oh, it's checking my microphone loudness? Oh, that's weird. How do I get it to stop doing that? Yeah, it's checking like the input from my microphone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, maybe if I drag and drop a file into it, it won't do that. I didn't know it was going to do that. Oops. Yeah, it's listening into my microphone. Oops. That might kind of fuck me a little bit. But what I was gonna do is crank the gain on this to about like, I think like 14 or something decibels is where you get it to be about appropriate. But I'm not gonna listen to it. I'm just gonna use the metered. I want to get it to 16 lufs basically. So I'm just gonna export it real quick. I'm gonna call this Dell loudness. Or wait, no, Dell master. Yeah, I already have one named that. We'll just we'll just do that. We're gonna export it real quick. Oh, I didn't fix the fucking fader. God damn it. Alright, hold on. Let me reset that and do it again. Oopsie. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was loud. Okay. I don't know if there's a way I could get it to not do that, but... So we're gonna put that there. I want to see if you have the paid version of the Ulean loudness meter, you should be able to like drag and drop an audio file in there. Like so. Let's see if I can do this. Oh shit, I got really fucking close. 16.1. So I need to make it just a touch louder. But why is it saying for true peak it was like -4? It should be... That doesn't make sense. Because the ceiling's at -1. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let me try that again. Dell Master, I think. True peak. I don't understand that. Why is it saying it went to -0.4? Shouldn't exceed -1 because I set the fucking ceiling to be -1. This is on, isn't it? Well, I'll look at the wave. I don't really believe that, though, to be honest. Here, let's try it again. I'm gonna try to mute it before it does that beep again, because that was really fucking loud. There, I got it. You're welcome. It does that little beep to tell you that an export is finished, but kind of hell on your ears. Oh wait, that's not the right file. This is it. Okay. Apparently I went too far with it. Try it again. Dell Master. And then I'm gonna mute it. Yes, I am OCD. It has to be perfect. Close. 15.9. Do it again. Del Master. Mute it again so you don't fucking. Ugh, God. Alright, let's pull it up. Wait, I'm going the wrong way, I think. Actually, I could just mute the desktop because I don't need it for anything. Or wait, or I don't know. We'll do delete master. Fuck it. Yeah, I've muted the desktop audio in OBS because you don't need it. Just gonna be loud and annoying. .1, so it. Okay, 14.2 decibels. We'll try that. It's got to be perfect, guys. It's got to be perfect. Actually, it really doesn't, because I still might need to tweak this, and I might listen to it at work and then still decide to tweak it, and I might regret doing all of this. Here, let me turn monitoring back on since I'm not doing any audio-related shit. Got to be perfect, guys. It's got to be right at 16 LUFS. Beautiful. Aha, right at 16 LUFS, baby. Okay, so that's really about it. It's only one track, so it doesn't really need any really crazy shit happening. All you got going on is, well, I am going to turn that down as a precaution. Where did I have it at? Like -15? Yeah. Just in case, because I could always blow my fucking ears out accidentally. But, so, the review, we have our audio right here in the channel rack when I imported it. Get it, I assigned it a mixer track, which is 1, which sends it over to 1 here. Threw an equalizer over it, and I didn't really have to think about it too hard because I already made a preset called Me RE20 for instances where I'm in the closet using the RE20. There's that. I threw the compressor over it so that the loud portions will be closer to the quieter portions and it won't be as horrible to listen to. And my God, does it make it easier to listen to? My God, does it make it easier on your ears? And then I gain staged that to be about like -12 decibels, which is where it ends in this channel. But then it goes to the master bus over here. And there's nothing, I don't really do too much shit in the master bus except boost it to make it louder. You know, when I'm mixing, I want everything to be at like -12 decibels, but in the master, I try and increase the volume so that, you know, you get an actual loud MP3. That's listenable, but through fear of like clipping and shit, you know, I try to gain stage everything in all these channels at -12, and then I just boost it in the master. So for the master, we just have Fruity Limiter here, I set the ceiling to negative 1.0. For some reason, the Uline loudness meter was saying it was. You know what? I should check that actually, because it was saying that it was like peaking at something weird, like negative 0.4 or something. Let me check that real quick. I like to use Audacity sometimes as a visualizer to see. If I drop that file in here, the Dell Master, let's see what we got going on. Okay, so the waves look good. I might not have to. You know what? I probably won't even have to adjust the compressor. It looks pretty good. I'm not seeing any like wild drop-offs or really quiet portions. It looks pretty consistent with the compressor, so I might actually end up not really touching it. I mean, we'll have to see, but so I'm gonna turn this down to like, yeah, negative 15. That might actually be still kind of loud.
Having superpowers means dick when you're...
Anyway, so the loudest portions are here, which comports to what I wrote down, which was like the second kiss is where it gets loud. It looks like it was limited a little bit there too, like the limiter hit it a little bit. But yeah, but there is there is a decibel of headroom. I don't know why the loudness meter was saying it was at like negative 0.4. This should be like 1 right here, like negative 1. Yeah, I don't know why it said that. Why it's saying that. If I like normalize it, set it to 0.1, will it move? I made it like slightly louder, ever so slightly, but yeah, no, it should be good. There should still be a decibel of headroom left there. I don't know why it's saying that.
Let me kiss your ass some more.
Yeah, it's not hitting the 0 in the meter. It's not getting really close to it. It's backed off about a decibel. I don't know why it's saying that. It looks good.
Oh, thank you, Super Chad. Oh, let me kiss your ass some more.
Ooh, that might be kind of loud on your end. Let's, okay. Well. Yeah, let's not do that. I think it's good. I'm not that worried about it. It looks fine. I don't think that it's really at negative 0.4 or whatever the fuck Uline said. What did it say? Yeah, it said like negative 0.4. Which is more than which is more than negative 1.0, which is what I set the fucking ceiling to here. So I don't know why it's saying that, but it looks pretty good to me. Oh, it's about quitting time anyway. So, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to make a quick export before I leave for work, basically of what I did here, and I'm going to listen back to it and see how I feel about it. See how it holds up. With like all the noisiness all around me and shit going on. You know, I'll be able to know very quickly if it does not have enough compression or it's too quiet or whatever, but yeah, I guess that's, well, let me You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, yeah, wait. Reset this fader because I will fucking forget. And then we'll go, we're gonna call this Dell Blackpill number 1. I think it's okay to have a number symbol in your file name. Well, let's see. Here, I'm gonna mute it so it doesn't beep again. Actually, I might do that again and save it in. Might save it in mono. Because it doesn't really need to be stereo. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out with me for another hour, and probably be back at it again tomorrow. I'll check in on this and I'll listen to it and see what I think about it. Have a good one.